so everybody can follow along. Okay. All right. Woo woo. All right. So if y'all have any questions or whatnot, you can go ahead on and ask them. I am going to try to get those out in the end. Matter of fact, let me put this up real quick. Hey, Carlos, how are you? How you doing? I hope you're doing well this Monday. Right. Just waiting for a couple. Hey, Dwight. Dwight, I swear I'd be so happy when I see you because I'm like, man, he be sticking in there with me. I appreciate it, Dwight. Thank you so much. That's right. Drop them dollar signs. Y'all know I always be trying to talk about money, or at least how you can get some money, or what to do when you get some money, or where the money at, if money is coming. That's what I'm here to bring to light. Any government program that I can find or tell y'all about, I definitely want y'all to get in on it. Hey, Latasha. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Chantella, Brandy. Hey, Shay. How you doing? Hey, Erica. And I just want to shout out to all the graduates. I know I don't normally say that all the time, but the graduates got to get their shout out for finishing through all this crap that's been going on here in the world. So, and to you parents too, for holding it down for these kids. Okay. So this is where I come in to try to at least tell y'all where y'all can get some money at. I'm hoping. All right. So without further ado, because I don't like to keep everybody, y'all know I like to keep y'all for a short amount of time. Sorry, I'm on here. Hey, Adela June. I'm gonna answer that question in just a second. Thank you for asking. All right, so let's get with it. Let's talk about rental assistance really quick. So by now, all states have been issued money for rental assistance in your area. Every state has money. Okay, now, excuse me, how they choose to disperse it is the part where it becomes, it varies by state, all right? There is no more CDC eviction moratorium. There is nothing that is stopping anyone from evicting anybody, okay? There are a few things, actually one thing. If you find yourself dealing with a landlord that is trying to evict you, or they will not accept the money from the emergency rental assistance program, because there are a lot of landlords who will not accept the money. If you come into that issue and you find yourself, or you're getting, you're having problems and they want to put you out, my advice, give me a second, let me put this here so it'll be easier. My advice would be to contact your local clerk of court, and you can ask them, what form do I need to have the landlord do a verification of rent? Okay, so not every state is going to have the same name for that form, but verification of rent is the only thing that you can do to slow down your process of getting evicted, because the court is going to make your landlord verify that the amount of rent that they want you to pay is correct. Now, does it stop you from getting evicted? No. Will it slow down the process? Yes. And a lot of times that's what a lot of y'all need, just a little bit more time. Okay. If you're in Florida, you're in Brevard County, July 1st, Brevard County is going to be issuing out emergency vouchers for individuals who need a place to stay. You have to be an individual that is facing homelessness, are homeless, or you are a victim of sexual abuse, or a victim of domestic violence, and you are fleeing from your home and you need somewhere to stay. Now, I'm not saying that Florida is the only place that is having that. I just know that so far that's the only information that I got for Brevard County. Not every county or state is going to be offering that, but they are. So if you received a letter in the mail saying that you can apply for emergency housing vouchers, please do not wait and email them on the day the program opens. If you read the letter, it says email them beforehand so that you can be on the list. If y'all know, I'm sure all of us know at least 2-3 people that's facing getting kicked out. If you want your name to be on the list, you need to put your put your name in the hat ASAP, because if not, you will get skipped and there will be no money left for you. Also, 2 more things for Brevard, and then I'm going to move on to the federal government. Waste Management and COCO is hiring. So if you know somebody that wants to be a technician or someone that has a CDL that can drive trucks, please have them go and apply. The job fair is this weekend. Okay, you have to pre-register. All right, I put it up on the story. If you need me to send you the actual email, I don't believe I deleted it. But tell somebody if they know somebody who is looking for a job in COCO. Okay, Waste Management is hiring. That's a great company. It's the garbage truck people. Okay, but they pay good. All right, that's the second thing. And then the third thing, here in Brevard County, the federal government gave $17.8 million for emergency rental assistance, but they haven't even used $1 million of it yet. So that tells me, and this is what happened when we had the pandemic last year, the money that is not used for rental assistance, and this is for all people that are listening. If your county or your state was given money and they don't use it all, they lose it if they don't use it. So you will more than likely see that money being recycled into other programs. So if you're somebody that needs to get your house fixed, you need to be calling your county to see if they have a SHIP program. And that's SHIP, like a ship in the water. See if they have any funds for a SHIP program. That is not just Florida specific. That is everywhere. That is for low income. They help you fix up your house. They help you paint. Pretty much they give you a dollar amount. You have to go find contractors who will fix your home. And they have to fix as much as they can fix for the amount of money that your city gave, your county gave you. So I will be calling your county to ask about SHIP money, ask them about utility assistance, and you can ask them about repairs and AC. A lot of times they put AC and repairs together. I don't know why. Probably if you live in Florida because it's hot. But I would tell you guys to make sure you are calling to see if they have some money, because they are not going to tell you they have money. They want you to find it. They want you to go to their social media or you to call them to make them do their job. So I'm telling you, make these people do their job and call to see if they have money. If you call, I don't have people call to get on Habitat housing list. Why are we waiting? Call those people and see if they got money for Habitat. Y'all want, especially if you know someone who's on a fixed income, but they still want the opportunity to be able to own a house. They may not be able to qualify for a traditional mortgage, but they could qualify for Habitat. So please don't think that your days of house buying are over because you're on Social Security disability. That's a no. You can qualify for other programs. You just have to have a cheaper loan amount to be able to afford, a house. Maybe not one of these $150,000, $200,000 homes, but Habitat houses are less than that, but they're nice houses, okay? And they're brand new. So we're not sleeping on no government assistance or no government programs over here, all right? So we definitely don't want to do that. Let me look through these questions really quick. I know somebody asked about the EIDL. I'm going to answer that in a second. All right, Michelle. So 2 people asked me about this EIDL. Let's talk about it really quick, okay? Because I'm trying to keep these topics in order so I'm not all over the place. If you don't have a business, you didn't file taxes, or if you, so if you don't have a business and you didn't file taxes, you're going to have a very difficult time being able to get the SBA grant money. Okay, not grant money, the SBA loan money, the EIDL loan. They are checking, they are verifying with the IRS. This is why it's taking so long to give you guys approvals, is because now they want to make sure with the IRS that you actually filed your taxes and that you show that your taxes match whatever you put on your application when you filled out for the loan. Now, you don't want the loan, you just want to get the grant. That's what a lot of people say. That's fine. You still got to make sure that you're eligible to apply for the EIDL loan, okay? Because the only way you can get a grant is you got to apply for the loan. So once you apply for the loan, even if you know you're not going to get approved, that doesn't mean that you won't get the email from SBA saying apply for the grant. The grant will be the $10,000 targeted and the $5,000 supplemental, okay? 2 grants, 1 application, all right? So it's actually a loan and 2 grants. So when you go do the EIDL, that's the loan. You're probably going to get denied for it, but it doesn't matter because it's going to trigger the system to send you an email for the grant, 10,000 and 5,000. Those are the ones that you should try to get if you don't want to have to get a loan and you don't want to have to pay anybody back, okay? Now, somebody asked, Michelle says, how do I fill out the chart for the targeted events? That is a little difficult to explain. If you want a video, I have done a video already to show you how to do the $10,000 grant application. Someone let me use their application to do an example for y'all. So if you want that, Michelle, you're going to have to send me a message and I will send you, I have a text line that only certain people, you know, if I put the number out, you can text me and I will text you the video back. It's too long to send on Facebook. I can only send it through this text group. I don't know why, but send me a message and I will respond and send you the number so that you can actually get the video. And thank you again, Chantella. I swear I need to just have you on my team because girl, I'll be forgetting. Y'all make sure y'all share and follow me if y'all haven't, but share, tag, whoever y'all want to. You know, people think that just because there's no more unemployment money and they think that the pandemic is over, that money is just going away, and it's not. So I feel like if you're not paying attention, if you snoozing, you losing, okay? Because I looked at the American Rescue Plan that Joe Biden put out, and let me tell you, it's more than just these little stimulus checks. It's a lot of programs that'll really help a lot of y'all. Y'all just have to tune in, okay? Stay on my YouTube, stay on my TikTok page. I try to break this stuff into bits and pieces, and it's a lot, okay? So I'm gonna get to what's new that is coming out that I think will help a lot of people. Well, at least y'all will be happy about it when it's time to buy a house, but I'm gonna get to that after, all right? So EIDL, no different. The time frame when you do your EIDL loan still can take a week or 2 to get an answer back if this is your first time. If you're waiting on an increase, you're going to be waiting a month or so, okay? SBA, they only have 7 days to make a decision. So if you don't have all the documentation in front of them, when they're looking at your application, they're going to deny you. That doesn't mean anything. Let them deny you. You can always do a reconsideration, all right? Now, someone did, and Anthony, I hope you're not watching, but if you are, hey, Anthony did a reconsideration from the very first time, and he's been waiting from long months ago. He didn't even apply for the increase. So if you're one of those individuals that you're waiting on a reconsideration and you have not applied for the SBA increase, the 24-month increase that they sent you an email on, then you are messing yourself up. You have the right to go back in the system in your disaster portal and request an increase. All you do is click a button and slide it all the way to the right to select the amount that you want, okay? So we want to make sure that y'all are not sitting on these reconsiderations and not going forward and not applying for whatever else is out there for you, because there is money from the SBA. It's money out there. It's just not going to be fast money like the PPP, and it's not going to be fast like this EIDL. And I know a lot of people are used to that, but those days are pretty much going to be gone. Okay, so now you can get the money. You're just going to have to get it in bits and pieces, but it's still good to get. All right, so let me look and see what any questions I have really quick. Let me see what I got here on TikTok. All right, so people keep asking about start grants. Y'all know my favorite saying is, they don't give you money to start a business. They give you money to sustain your business. So looking for someone to give you money to start your business, you are going to have a very difficult time to find that, because who's going to give you money to start up and not know if you're going to take that money and run? Okay. The only people, in my opinion, that get money to start up are nonprofits. So if you guys are looking to get money to start your business idea or your philanthropic passion, then you should open up a nonprofit, a 501c3, and you get money to start up that way. But if you want somebody to pay you to start up a for-profit business, that's very difficult to find. Now, you can go to Hello Alice. I'm going to keep throwing these out. Hello Alice is one site, and ifundwomen.com is another site. Those are my only two that I go to for grants, other than the grants that I know that are for nonprofits. If you guys don't have nonprofits, it will be no sense of me telling you about those because you won't be able to have access to them anyway. All right. Let me see. Let me go. So it says, we send everyone positive vibes and blessings. May blessings never leave your doors. Amen. Cancer motivation. I know that's right. Definitely. Okay. So someone says, where do I apply? If you're looking to apply for the EIDL, all you got to do is type SBA EIDL. And I can tell you right now, type it in Google. But if you have to pay, that is not the right site. Okay. SBA don't cost you nothing to apply. So if it's someone saying you got to pay, then that's not the right place. It needs to be at a SBA.gov website. Okay. In order for it to be legit. All right. Tabitha says, it says I'm approved for $10,000 EIDL target advance. How long does it take to receive the payment? Whoop, whoop. Congratulations. So if it says you're eligible to receive it, you should get it after you get your approval. You should wait no more than 21 days. Now it should come faster than that, but it should be no more than the next 3 weeks. I would tell you to make sure that it is going to a business account, not your personal account. If the money is going to a personal account, you might not ever get it. Okay. So, congratulations again, but I'd say within the next couple of weeks, you will get it, but I do hope that it is going to the right account, because that is really what makes people very sad, is when they see that they're not getting anything. Okay. And thank you, Dwight. I know you're always there. I appreciate it. All right, Chantella, that's right. You tag Latasha. I thank you for that. Okay. Let me see. Had they opened the advanced EIDL for first timers? So the EIDL is for first timers anyway. So Michelle Spencer, to answer your question, have they opened it for first timers? No, they haven't opened it for first timers because it's always been open ever since last year. You can apply. And just for those that don't know, the EIDL has been around. This type of loan has been there. A lot of people just didn't know about it until the pandemic came. But SBA has been giving money out. And I would strongly suggest, and I would tell y'all, if y'all watching, y'all can always click the link in the bio, or y'all can inbox me, but y'all need to get these certifications for your business so that when you go to SBA to get money, and I'm not talking about EIDL, I'm just talking about regular 7A money. 7A is a program. But in order to get money from them, you got to make sure that you have your business certifications. Are you woman owned? Are you a minority owned? Are you a disabled veteran? Are you a veteran? These are things that you should have attached to your business. Why? Because when it's time to go get money, they like to see these extra certifications that you have. So me, I want to have all of them: women owned, minority owned, economically disadvantaged, a service disabled veteran. I try to check all the boxes, and I want y'all to do the same thing. Now, I did want to say this really quick, because I just want y'all to understand something. Nothing that I'm telling anybody is here to beat or cheat the government. Okay, not at all. Everything that I'm telling y'all is to encourage you all to go out and get what you're supposed to get, but nobody ever told you that you could go out and get it. Okay. For example, and we're going to get to taxes in a minute. A lot of us do that with our taxes. We have to stop acting like we are afraid to not pay taxes. Or y'all see all these rich people, and y'all seeing them on social media. They talking about how nobody's paying taxes, all these rich people not paying taxes. Well, we don't have to pay them either if we knew how to apply the tax law correctly to our situation. Nothing says you have to pay. The law actually says that nobody should pay more than they should. So that means they gave us all these tax credits, and we're going to get to the child tax credit and all that in a second, but they give us all these tax credits because they want you to use them. So stop feeling like you should be scared or you're being apprehensive. Go and get the things that are yours, because in the end, the only people that's left out and don't have nothing will be y'all, because everybody else is getting it. Okay. So that's just my little side note to tell y'all to make sure y'all go get y'all stuff. Okay. So let me keep going. It says, all right. Cancer motivation says I submitted my application with Womply, but I have not heard back. I had all of my documentation. If you're somebody that's dealt with someone with PPP and you already had your application put in before May 31st, please don't sit around and wait for these people to contact you about your money, because they're not going to do it. So I would tell you, Cancer Motivation, to email every single day. You can cut and paste your email onto your notes in your phone, so that when you go to email them, you could just resend the same thing, and you can put in the memo box, first attempt, second attempt, third attempt. That way you can let them know that you're serious. Okay. So if you turn in all your applications, they should be processing it. Now, what I will tell you is that if you aren't responding to these emails when they send them out to you for PPP, they are archiving your loan. Archiving is the same thing as when you have your credit report and it says something's been charged off. It means, well, we had you here, but you didn't do nothing, so we threw you over here in this pile. Same thing. So if you get your application archived, it's over. Okay, so in order to keep from that happening to you, email them, and I would email them every day, because they're not answering the phone. So the only way you can let them know that you're serious is through you contacting them. So that's what I would tell you to do. And I wouldn't I wouldn't sleep on them. I definitely would make sure that they do what they're supposed to do. Okay. Let's see. It said, Nicole says, I got denied due to credit. Well, if you got denied due to credit, that's not a bad thing, Nicole, because individuals who got denied through credit can still apply to get the EIDL. Doesn't stop you just because you got denied. And Dwight says his cousin recently graduated from Palm Bay High School. Again, woo woo to all the graduates. They deserve every good thing that is coming their way. And I would say to anyone whose child is graduating and they don't have really an idea of what it is that they want to do, look up in your state rapid retraining programs. Okay, rapid retraining programs. I know Florida has them. A lot of other states are starting to adopt this. And what rapid retraining is, since we're on another topic now, is where they look at jobs that are in demand in your state, and the local community colleges have worked with the career source places and all of those to get you in school in a certification or a AA or AS, which is associate's degree program, something that's 2 years or less, usually 9 months up to 2 years, where they train you in something so they can put you out in the workforce immediately so that you can make money. These will be like welding, nursing, cosmetology, even barber, anything with computer software, programming, any of those things. If you're a veteran, they have them out right now. The VA is paying you up to, I think it's almost $2,000 a month to go back to school to get retrained. This is different from majority of the people that are watching, but if you know a veteran, you could tell them they have a rapid retraining program, just like they have for, these guys that are straight out of college. See if these schools have them. I know Florida has them. A lot of schools in the Florida school system and the college system have them that'll, help you get through school faster and graduate. But that's what we want to try to refer some of these kids, so they're just not sitting around here and not doing anything with themselves. Okay, so we want to do that. All right, let's move on to, okay, good. I'm glad we're talking about taxes. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah says, I still have not received my tax return. I filed January 28th. Have you heard anything with the IRS? So yes, I have heard something with the IRS. IRS actually said last night they're sending out $20 million in refund checks. Now, that could affect a lot of you guys. So I would tell you to please watch your bank accounts. Please go to where's my refund. I hate to send people there because I know some of y'all just getting frustrated, but I promise sometimes overnight these things change just like that. And I would actually tell you to check either first thing in the morning, at the end of the day, or super, super late at night, because it updates. Okay, so those will be the 3 times. I would not check it throughout the day because you ain't gonna do nothing but frustrate yourself, because it's probably not going to change until the end of the day. So they are still sending out. It's crazy because they also announced on their social media, and this is the IRS, that they are now working on the changes in the third stimulus package from when they did the $10,200 from unemployment. they're now working that. Now they've been said they were working that months ago, but now they're saying it again. So if you're one of those people and you didn't get your check because of unemployment, then you're one of the individuals that they're working on. And I always say Mondays and Wednesdays is usually when they issue out these checks. So you're just going to have to keep checking and waiting. I'm sorry, Sarah, you haven't gotten your money. I know that's probably not the answer that you wanted, but that is where we are right now. Okay. Let me see. So hold on. Let me go. So let's talk about the child tax credit really quick. What about Seminole County? People need a place to stay. All right. Before I get to taxes really quick, let me put this website. If you're in Florida, the website you need to go to is Our Florida, OUR Florida, ourflorida.com. You can go right on there and fill out your application for emergency rental assistance, or it will give you the number of the office you need to contact in your area for emergency rental assistance. Okay. If you did not receive that letter from housing saying that for the emergency voucher, I would not put my name in the hat unless you're already on the waiting list and you just maybe moved and you didn't get it. But if you're on like Section 8 waiting list or you're waiting in housing, I would just say maybe y'all can apply for the emergency voucher, but not just any ordinary person. You need to be on some type of assistance to qualify for that. Okay. So Seminole County is on the list. I would tell you to just go to ourflorida.com and you can find that information there. Okay. So let's get to this child tax credit really quick. So child tax credit, a lot of people are saying they don't know how to fill it out. Very easy. If you are one of the individuals that you don't file taxes, then you qualify to go to the non-filer portal. All right. Non-filer portals for individuals who receive Social Security, disability, and don't work. Veteran, if you're a veteran and you're getting disability and you don't have any other income but that, you would go there. Or if you're just somebody that does not file, you would go to this site and you would register, because I tried to do it before I came on. You would register. It's the same site that does TurboTax, so it's very user friendly. You're gonna register you an account. And once you register you an account, you will fill out the form just like you would your taxes. They're gonna ask you some questions. If you got some kids that you didn't have the opportunity to, nobody claimed them, that you can claim them in this non-filers portal. All right. There are no offsets. Before y'all ask me, there are no offsets for this child tax credit payment. So even if you owe Social Security, if you owe IRS, you owe student loans, nothing will stop this check from coming other than your identity theft issues. So if you got issues with identity theft, that will stop you from getting your check. Y'all do know the checks come out July 15th. July 15th is the first payment. Okay. The first payment, it may be wrong if you are somebody that is adding a child. So you had a child in 2020, or you had a child this year and you're adding them this year. Your first check may be incorrect because they're going off of what you did on your taxes. Okay. So if you haven't filed your taxes and you're a person that you do file and you haven't filed your 2020, you should, because they're going to get the information for your child tax credit from your taxes. That's how this is going to populate in the system. Okay. So if you haven't, please go ahead on it and do so. But I would tell most people to expect their first check. It might be off for some if you had a situation where you just had a kid. Now, people are asking me about, I just had a kid, my baby don't have a Social Security number. If your baby doesn't have a Social Security number, I actually thought when somebody told me that, I thought they were lying. I thought it was a joke. But I forgot all these places are closed right now due to the pandemic. So what is happening? Individuals are not being issued a Social Security number for their babies. So if you have not been issued a Social Security number and the baby hasn't gotten one since, the last date that they could have gotten one issued is May 17th. If they haven't gotten one by May 17th this year, they will not be able to be paid. You will not be able to get paid for this child. You will have to wait until next year. Okay. I'm just letting y'all know you will have to wait. All right. So let me go through and say hello to a couple people. Hello, Tammy Burke. Thank you for tagging her. I appreciate it. Hello, Enrique. What credit score do you need to have? Melissa Efer says, what credit score? So right now, bank's not even talking to you unless you have a 640. All right. You need to have a 640 credit score, or they're not even going to pay you any attention. Even if you want to do any of these first-time homebuyer programs, you need to have a 640. Do not say, well, FHA says I can have a 580 and I can get a house. You could before the pandemic, but right now you cannot. So you will have to have a 640 for a bank to even entertain you for a mortgage. Now, you're interested in the first-time home buyers program. A lot of people have been interested in those, and I am very glad to hear that. But let me tell you a few things about first-time home buyers program. The officer, the mortgage officer at the bank, they don't get paid for it. So they're not going to suggest those to you. You have to let them know that you want to do a first-time home buyers program. You need to make sure you already have taken the class. If the class is something that you need to have in order to get it, which most of them do require a 4-hour class, especially if you're getting the money from HUD. They want you to have that 4-hour class. So I would advise you to get in that class. You can go to naca, naca.com. That is one of my favorite places to tell people to go, because you get to sit in the class with a whole bunch of other people who are interested in getting a home. And as long as your credit is good, they'll get you in a house with no money down in 90 days. And you can't find that hardly anywhere else. They have their own lenders. They have their own agents. You don't need to do anything but show up. Okay. So that's naca.com. So I want to make sure that y'all are aware that that is out there. And if you don't believe me that it's a good program, you can go on YouTube and you can type in NACA yourself to see, okay, if it's a legitimate program. Now, here goes something new that came out today. FHA, Fair Housing Administration, they said that people who are in college who got student loans, they want to buy a house too. But a lot of times what's killing y'all is that debt to income ratio. They start looking at all them student loans you got, and then they start looking at what amount of house you're trying to get or how much you make at your job, and your debt to income ratio is killing you so that you can't even afford to get a nice sizable amount of a mortgage loan. So what they are doing now is as of August 16th, 2020. So this is going in the future by 2 months. All right. Starting in August, and I want y'all to tell somebody that knows somebody. If you are in college and you want to buy a house, you can get one a lot easier, because now when they look at your loans, they're only going to take a percentage of your loans to put towards your debt to income ratio, so that now you can actually afford a house. And I'll do the example. And if you want to see the whole video, it's on my YouTube. I made it today, but I'm just going to give you a quick math example. So say you got $150,000 in student loans. It used to be that if you were in school, the bank could only take 2% of that loan and put that towards your debt to income ratio. 2% of 150,000 is $3,000, right? But now FHA is saying, well, we only want 0.5%. So now that $3,000 is now $750. So a lot of y'all don't even have loans at $150,000, but I'm just using a high amount so you can see the huge difference between $3,000 and $750. So now that $750 is now going to go towards your debt to income ratio, which means now you can afford a much larger loan. I think that's awesome. For those that may not necessarily understand that, please, again, you can go watch the video and you can rewind it over and over so that you can get it. But this is very, very good news, because I have a lot of people that say, I can't get a house because I'm in school and my loans are killing my debt to income ratio. Well, now they take a minuscule amount, very, very small amount of your loans to qualify you. And that is awesome. That's what y'all need. So now, no excuse why people can't get a home while they're in school, okay? You just got to have your job history, and you need to have the income and the credit. But if you have all those and you got student loans, you're in there. So good luck to anybody that's doing it. I think that is awesome, okay? Thank you, Erica. Please inbox me. I will definitely help you. Hey, sister, how you doing? Hey, Lakeisha. All right, let's move on here. Lakeisha says, have you heard anything about taxes return? I was on the unemployment benefits. Same thing, Chris. Everyone who is waiting still for the 10,200 tax exemption, y'all are still having to wait because IRS just now said that they're working on it. And that was as of last week. So I apologize. It is taking a little bit of time. Okay. All right. So Danny wants to ask about the certifications for SBA. You can go right to the SBA.gov website. Everything that I'm saying, you can just type right in Google. You can just type SBA certifications. And remember, if it doesn't take you to an SBA.gov website, you're in the wrong place. But you can actually self-certify. That is what I like about SBA. They are not allowing you. Hey, Miss Nora, they are allowing you to certify yourself. If you say you're woman-owned, they're going with the trust system. Hey, she is woman-owned. And woman-owned means, even if you're a partnership, woman-owned means that the woman owns 51% and whoever else owns 49%. Okay, so you can still be woman-owned even if you're in a partnership. But you can go right online to SBA to do that. And also, if you need help with those, you can hit me up. You know, I offer that as a service. I don't just bring y'all the info. I can tell y'all the info because I done it for myself. And I do it for other people as well. So this is not me just giving y'all info. I'm also letting y'all know I can help y'all do that as well. Okay. It says, how long does your, I don't know what SMA, I don't know what that means. SMA have to be active. So Lil Rosie, if you're watching, break that one down, the word, I can't make that out. How long does your, okay, here it is. How long does your LLC have to be active to apply? Well, and I'm assuming we're talking about loans again. You need to have been in business by, February 15th, 2020. Okay. Hey, Chantel. And I don't believe we talked this week. Okay. How you doing? Hey, James Owens. How you doing? All right. So James, this is James. Oh, Melvina says, Melvina, I was just thinking about you today. Where you been? Can I get an appointment for my 501c3? Yes, you can for grants. Actually, Miss Malvina, I actually can give you these websites because you actually do have a 501c3. You may have to pay. Some of them do require you to pay to join, but they do have websites that you can go and search specifically for your own type of grants, and you just apply for them. That's it. Just go to the website and apply. It's very, very easy, just like we would do with the SBA. It says, what if the child was born in January 2021? Fashion Mom, I think that's how you say your name. As long as the baby has a social security number, they're fine. They can be added when the portal opens. When will the portal open to change your banking information? The portal will never open to change your banking information. It's going to open for you to update your, it's going to open for you to update your information, your banking stuff included. But if you filed your taxes in 2020, whatever information you put down in your taxes is more than likely where the money is going. Today is Child Tax Credit Awareness Day, so I'm surprised that the IRS has not opened the site for people who actually file taxes yet. They just have the non-portal filing, that portal open, but not for people who normally file taxes. I think that's sad, but it's coming. I would believe. I don't believe they're going to let you get these checks by mail, knowing that people have not even gotten their tax returns yet. So I would still tell you to hold off. It will open. It just has not opened yet for you. There are no new PPP applications. Please, PPP is over. If you have not already applied by May 31st, I know people still asking about that, but that is gone. All right, so only individuals who apply before May 31st have a chance of getting it. If some more money comes out, I do think there will be, but like I said, I'm not putting it out yet, but we'll get to that. Just not putting it out here yet because I don't want people asking questions about a program that does not exist yet, okay? Somebody asked about unemployment refunds. Nope. Florida, I know, is not giving any more back pay after the 26th. Somebody messaged me at like 7 o'clock this morning. So people still are trying to get unemployment on the phone, and I would tell you to do the same thing, to try to get them on the phone to find out where your money is. Now, James Owens, thank you. And I'm going to use you as an example, James. So James says, all the paperwork that you recently sent me, is this what I need to download and give to the landlord on the 30th, even if it's not for Tennessee? So James, we'll have to talk about that offline. I sent you that stuff because I wanted you to read so you know what to say, because I could not find in Tennessee a challenge to the rent, a proof of rent. So you will have to call your county clerk to see if they call it a different, if they call it something different. But I sent you those links I sent you because in Tennessee, your landlord has to meet certain requirements before they can just evict you. And I wanted you to look at that to see if they done all those things. Because if not, that's something you can go and take up to the courthouse. Okay, you can take to the judge. All right. Do you work for SBA or the IRS or used to? You are knowledgeable. Hi, Lily Roselle. So, yeah, actually, most people don't know, but my whole career, I worked for the federal government. I've worked for FEMA, NASA, Department of Veteran Affairs, Department of Defense. I went overseas to Iraq with the government. I was in the military also. So my whole background has been federal government. Also, I'm a partner with the IRS. My nonprofit is, and we actually do taxes for the elderly and low income. We do a lot of taxes for free. So I get a lot of information that some of y'all may not, because I'm actually subscribed to things to read. I see things. I'm a part of, I'm on these webinars, a lot of that stuff that you guys are not. So I do that so I can bring that information to you guys. So, yes, I have my experience with all of these agencies. And then too, a lot of this stuff is, some of this is personal experience as well. So thank you for that. And I do try to be knowledgeable. I do, because I definitely want to give you guys good information. Okay. Ms. Long says to just join what the topic about. We talk about everything: child tax credit, EIDL loans, whatever. So you ask, and I get your answer. Can you get monies for dependent college students? Not if they're 18. 17 you can, but not if they're 18. You cannot. They're going to be difficult to find to get money. Now you can claim them normally when you do your taxes. You won't get earned income tax credit. You might get it. You might get a little bit, depending on your income, but you don't really get anything for them when they're that age, which is why I usually tell people, let them file their own taxes, especially right now for their stimulus. And then if they didn't get the $1,400, they'll be able to claim that too. Because a lot of people they didn't let these 18, 17 through 24-year-olds claim themselves on their taxes. Okay. Mabu Charu says, are there any grants for women? Yes. Go to those two places. I Fund Women and Hello Alice. Those are grants that are heavily focused on women. They don't have a male grant site. Sorry, guys. This is mostly for women, but men can apply because some of the grants are unisex. Okay. Let's see. How can I apply for a 7A loan? Hey, Ronnie Rich, you can apply for 7A loan just through SBA. SBA, matter of fact, go to Google and type SBA 7A loans, and you will see that the EIDL is one of them. They have a traditional EIDL. It's not called EIDL, but they do have the regular one. And they also have like a military EIDL. So they have this EIDL. They have different ones. It just really goes by the one that you qualify for. If you guys did not know, you can call SBA anytime. You can get a free mentor through them to help you. They don't. Some of these mentors don't know, I would say, as much as I know. A lot of them know a field, and they can help you, give you advice and help you scale your business and all of those different things. Some of them don't know a lot about how to get the money, but you're more than welcome to go to SCORE through SBA. You can type SBA SCORE, SCORE, and you can go and find you a free mentor. I've done it several times. It's an okay program, in my opinion. I think it could be better, but I think for a lot of you guys who are starting out and you need some assistance, if I can't help you, they definitely can help you do that. All right. Hey, Miss Cheryl, how you doing? Here. Hey, Auntie, can the child tax credit sit till next year's taxes? Yes, it can. If you do not want to get the child tax credit, you can opt out. All right. So if you file taxes in 2020, you are automatically opted in. So if you don't want to get payments, you need to go in the system when it opens and say that you don't want it. Now, what are the benefits of that? You have a higher tax return. That's, to me, is the biggest benefit of them all, because some of y'all know if y'all get these advance payments, you are going to lower your tax refund. You are. That's why it's called an advance. They're giving you an advance on your money, just like you got an advance in your paycheck. When you get your paycheck, it's going to be smaller. Same thing for your tax refund. So if you don't want these payments, stop them. Now, if you think their payments are going to be wrong, for example, if you have a child that's 5, that's going to be turning 6, you may be underpaid. Okay. Why? Because they may have based the payments on 5 and under, and then your child turns 6. It may not increase automatically. And if it doesn't, that's okay. You can claim the rest at tax time. Same if you have a child that's 16 or 17, and then they turn 18. Say they 3 months in, they're 17, but on the 4th month of getting the check, they turn 18. You may still get a check for them, and that's okay. What's going to happen at tax time is you're going to get that same little letter that you got saying with your stimulus. You got that letter with your stimulus saying you received your stimulus and this is how much it is. You're going to get one of those. Also for the child tax credit, you're going to give that to your tax preparer. They're going to put that in, and whatever the difference is, don't worry, it'll be worked out in the software. But if you were paid more, it'll just come out of your refund. Okay, so you won't even really miss it. So make sure that you opt out if you don't want it. Okay. Now I tell people to go in there anyway, even if you don't want it or you do want it. I want you to go because I want to make sure that you got the information is right. Y'all got to remember, we don't know if these are people doing this or computers doing this, and anybody can make a mistake, and you don't want to have a mistake that's going to cost you this, because I don't like these type of mistakes, and I don't know about y'all. So I would tell you to go in there so that you can make sure that the information that they put for you is correct. Your banking account, y'all know one number off, you ain't getting that money. So you want to make sure that route number is right. That checking account or savings account number is right. And if you don't have a bank account, you will get a check in the mail. But who wants to wait on the check? I don't, and I don't want y'all either. So if you have a couple extra dollars, you can go right to Dollar Tree. I was just in Dollar Tree. They sell prepaid debit cards. Go and buy you a prepaid debit card. Put your information in there because it does have a routed in an account number. You can use it, or use Cash App. Cash App has a routed in account number. Use a Chime bank account. Chime is for people who can't get regular bank accounts. It has a routing and account number. So there's really no excuse, in my opinion, why anybody should be getting a paper check. Now, if you are on Social Security disability, or you are any type of recipient of federal benefits, you qualify for the Direct Express card. A lot of y'all probably didn't even know that, but it's a free debit card for anyone who is on government benefits. You can get it. You can have all your money going there. You don't even have to have a bank account. You can have your money on this little green Direct Express card. So if you don't want to get a bank account, you can at least use, all right? Liz Moore says, what is concerned good credit for NACA? Everybody, if you want to buy a house, you need to have a 640. No matter what program it is, 40 is the mark. Okay. If you don't have 640, a bank is not even going to talk to you. Okay. So we want to make sure that you have the 640. All right. All right, let me go back here. Hi from Maryland. Hey from Maryland. Thank you, Lily Rose. All right, let's see. Not clear on unemployment refund. I thought we didn't have to do anything. I filed early. So, woman of power, you're gonna probably be disappointed because every state is different. You didn't have to do anything for unemployment to generate a refund where they owe you money from back pay. The issue is your state going to honor the back pay? That's the difference. Florida is not doing back pay after the 26th of this month. So even if, and I have somebody I know that's been waiting for 8 months, she's afraid she might not get her back pay. I think that's not fair, but I'm going to use the James Owens, and same thing I tell y'all, but I like that James did it. James, listen when I say it. If y'all not happy with how y'all being handled, call your congressman, call your senator. I know I did it one time when something wasn't working fast enough for me. I called right away and I told them I'm Black female, I'm a veteran, I'm this, I'm that, and I'm not getting any assistance. And you know what? The assistants, little aides that work for the senators and the congressmen, they called me back, told me what they were going to do, and they did just that. And they followed up with me in 30 days like they said they were. And by the 45th day, all my problems were worked out. So I would tell you guys that no unemployment office wants to hear Congressman or Senator so-and-so calling on behalf of their constituents because they don't want to pay some money. So I would tell you, if you're not sure that you're going to get some money, go on and make you a complaint and tell your congressman or your senator, because that's what they get paid them big bucks for, to go and make some phone calls on your behalf. You live in their state. They work for you, okay? So definitely use them. James Owens did. I know I did, and he got his situation worked out. I got my situation worked out. Y'all can too. So if you're worried about not getting no money, hello, this is me. Y'all hear me? Hello, Mr. Congressman. Hello, Mr. Senator. That's what I'm gonna be doing. That's what I want y'all to do too, okay? All right, so Yanzi says, I had a baby on May 28th and I had an SSN. Can I add him for the tax credit? May 28th, 2021. If you had a baby in 2021, Yanzi, you cannot add, wait, I had a baby on the May 28th and I had a social security number. Okay, so if you have a social security number for the baby, then yes, you can, okay? Yes, if you have a social security number. Some people have not gotten one, so kudos to you, congratulations. But if you got a social security number, you're in there, okay? You're good to go. Thank you, Brandy. It is always good news. Okay, let's see. Are there no money down programs besides NACA? NACA is the only one that I know that's no money down, but all these first-time home buyers are no money down too, because they're putting the money down for you. That's the difference. Bank of America has one. They give you $7,500. Chase Bank has one. Like I said, your local government, your local county government, your city, they have them. NACA has them. Let's see. You can even ask your bank if they have them. Sometimes they do have these programs, and all of them are no money down. They put the money up for you as your down payment. You just have to abide by the credit rules. You got to abide by living in the home 3 to 5 years. You can't rent it, can't sell it for that amount of time, because if you do, you forfeit the money. But all of these programs require no money down. Now, that doesn't mean, Shardia, don't come to the table with some money, because you will. You need to put down your earnest money to let these people know you're serious. I usually, earnest money is something that you get back, but you can put as little as $100, and I've seen as much as $1,000 you have to put down. But again, you get it back. All it is to show the buyer, or mostly the buyer, that you're serious, that you put up some money to hold that home as a deposit. You will also need money for like your deposit, your inspections. If you have any inspections or those type of things that need to be done. So you will need to come to the table with some money, but I do think that it's something that you probably can just wait and get your check every 2 weeks, especially if you make a decent amount of money, that you could just pay that way. We don't want to go into these housing programs thinking that that NACA is the only one that has no money down, because they all have no money down. NACA just says no money down because they don't tell you how much they're giving you. That's the difference. Some tell you the amount that you get for first time. NACA does not. So they may have no money down, but the money down requirement may only be $3,000. So they actually may be less than what you get if you went through your county or Bank of America or Chase, if that makes any sense, Shardia. Okay. So it's a lot of them. All of them are no money down. If you don't plan on filing a child next, should you opt out of child tax? Yes, ma'am. You need to opt out, Sean Gordon. If not, you will be getting a check, whether you want to or not. Not clear. Okay. How do I get forgiven in PPP Womply? If you are, and this is for anybody, if you're trying to get your PPP loan forgiven, please make sure it's been 8 weeks since you got it. If it's not been 8 weeks since you got it, I don't even look at doing the forgiveness. You should be able to log into the portal of your bank. So if you went through Womply, you should be able to log into Womply. Blue Vine, you should be able to log in Blue Vine. Blue Acorn, you should be able to log in Blue Acorn. And then in that portal, you may or may not see a forgiveness a form to click on. Now, if you don't have that, I can tell you, Blue Acorn, they don't want you to log in. They tell you they will send you the information when it's time to do your forgiveness. Now, if you don't want to wait because you're just nervous or you want to make sure you don't miss anything, please email the people. Just email them. Hey, this is because they know you by your email. They don't really know you by your name. So my email is, and I received this, and I just want to know, is it time for me to do my PPP forgiveness? They want you to do it. Okay, that's more business for them, so they don't mind doing that. They don't mind you getting it forgiven. It doesn't hurt the bank, so they're not trying to avoid you. It's just some of these places are backed up, and I believe that they just not staying on top of everything like they should be. Nothing's working right. Let's just be honest. Ain't nothing worked right in 2020 or 2021 for the most part. But we have to be proactive because we can't wait for somebody else to do it for us. Okay. So don't let them slide. I will get on them ASAP to try to get that form. And if it's not time, then you need to ask them when and see if they're going to mail you or contact you when it's time to get your forgiveness. Okay. Keisha, I do not understand what you're saying. Where can I look to make sure? Please say something below so I'll know. Oh, someone's saying they hear my voice and then 1 second it's gone. I don't know why. I'm sorry. I've gotten the email for the grant, but going through it, my bank account don't show a lot of activity. It don't matter about the activity. It just matters that it's the right type of account. So you don't have to have, you can have $0 in your business account. You can have 1 penny. It don't matter. You just need to have the right account. Okay. Let's see. Maharbha says, I've been waiting for months on my PPP loan. The other day I got an email saying, congratulations. That's great. So that means if you got a congratulations, that means money is coming. You should wait no more than about 2 weeks to receive your money. I cannot see your full message, but I got the gist of it. So you should be getting your money very soon. Need help on saving a house? Are there any grants? If you need help on saving a house, Adrian, and this for anybody that's looking too, we can talk so I can figure out what your situation is. I'll please tell you to hit the link in my bio. But if you want to save a house, if it's about to go into foreclosure, file bankruptcy and it stops it immediately. Okay. That's the fastest and quickest way to stop the house from being taken, at least until you're able to figure out what you want to do. Okay. Hopefully, if you start with the bankruptcy, you're going to finish it that way because bankruptcy is there to help you protect your assets, so you might not lose it. But if you think you are, please hit the link in the bio so that you can book me and let's talk about it and let's see why you're about to lose it and what we can do to save it. All right. So just paid off my car loan, which I fell behind in payments. I still see it on my credit. All right. If you paid off your car loan, you still see it on your credit. Remember, your credit report is telling the truth. Your credit report is saying it's a report of everything that you've done. So if you still see it on there as late payments, it's not lying. It's true. If you still see the car loan on there, it's true too. Once you pay that off, it's going to sit on your credit for another 7, maybe even 10 years. And a lot of y'all don't know that, but good things stay on your credit just as long as bad things. So just because you paid your car off doesn't mean it goes away. It just does not get included into the scoring of your credit score anymore. And you probably noticed your score dropped, okay? But you can raise that back up with trade lines, all right? I read today there might be possibility of getting a 4th stimulus package and getting $2,000 per month. Yeah, a lot of people are talking about that, but right now it is just this. I do not believe we are going to go there because we are not in... the pandemic is about gone and I can't see them doing that. I think they're going to try to find every other way to incentivize people to go back to work by coming out with other programs that you would have to qualify to get money or to get assistance. So if they do the $2,000 a month, believe me, I will know. And I definitely will put it out for y'all, but please don't hold your breath because I don't think that's going to be something that's going to come right away. All right. Did my taxes, adjusted a baby this year. Is the portal open for me to add my newborn? No, ma'am. People to file, it's not open. Cheryl Hickson, I need help with the EIDL loan. Hit me up and I can help you. When is the date to opt out of child tax credit for July 5th? Maurice Meredith, the site isn't open yet. As soon as that portal becomes live, I will let y'all know so that you can go in there and make those changes. I know a lot of people that do not want this money because they want their tax return to be big like it normally is. So as soon as it becomes live, and I wouldn't be surprised if the IRS don't make it live tonight or sometime this week. But as soon as it is, y'all know I'm gonna make a video ASAP. Okay. Thanks for the info. We can get a stimulus check if we owe child support. Thank you. I got $1,400, but not the 6. Hope I will get it with my taxes if child support don't make my tax. Okay, so if you child support won't take the $600, Roderick. If you did not file that on your taxes to claim the missing $600, then you won't get it. But that is where it's going to be. It will be included in your taxes that you filed for 2020. They do not take the $600. They do not take the $1,400. They only could take the $1,200, and they cannot take the child tax credit, just for those that are still here. Okay. Yes, James, it was long. All right. If you don't plan on filing, okay. Yes, I answered that. Let me just go through, see if I missed anybody. Let's see. Gave me 3,200. Now I just reapplied. You think I will get it again? 3,200 for what, Roderick? You got to help me. Let me see if you for rent. Oh, so if you need rental assistance, okay, because I know it's 8 o'clock. You know I let y'all go by 8. But if you need rental assistance, you can use up to 15 months. Now they're not gonna cut you a check for 15 months at a time, but they will do it 3 months at a time. So if you still don't have a job and you still cannot pay your rent after they paid your rent the first time, you need to go right back to them again. You're going to have to do the same thing you did with your landlord, and you're going to have to get the money again. Now, they try to make it difficult and aggravating so that you can give up and not use the money. But hey, when it's somebody else's money, if we got to be a little bit frustrated to get it to happen, fine. You're going to need a lease. Your landlord needs to be involved so that you can get this money, because you can't get it without them. But you can use it up to, how many times is that? 15 months? That's at least 5 times. Yeah. So you can use it 5 times to get your rent paid. Absolutely. Okay. Any grants for veterans? John Thompson, there aren't any specific grants for veterans, but they have programs for veterans to get money. Actually, veterans can get money way easier than a lot of people who are not veterans. So if you are a veteran and you want to holler at me so that I can see what your situation is, I may be able to lead you in the right, lead you in the right place, because the VA is trying to do a couple things. Okay. So I don't worry, I'm making some YouTube videos for that, because they're going to be just too much to go over here. Okay. Yes, they do men wrong. They don't never have no grants for men like that. I'm sorry. They just don't. I don't know why, but they do not. All right. It says I read that. Did my taxes. Okay. I read that. If you don't file taxes at all, can you get it? Are you talking about child tax credit? If you are, yes, you can. Queen Belinda, you need to go into the portal now. It is open for non-filers. Please go in there and sign up so they can get you a check. If you're a non-filer and get child tax credit, why would filers be considered an advance? They consider it an advance because when you are a person that is a non-tax filer, if you take an advance, that's a great question, Miss Lady. At the end of the year, they're going to be expecting you to file taxes normally, because you technically did it when you went into that non-filers portal. You filed then. Now, there are people who file taxes, just a simplified tax return, just to get their $1,200 and their $600 stimulus. So, and they don't file taxes. So you would do the same thing. You would go in there, you sign yourself up, say you want to get it. And then at the end of the year, if you want the rest of the money, they're hoping that you're going to file. Let's just be clear. The IRS wants everybody to file. Everybody who's a non-filer, they don't want you to be a non-filer. They want you to file so they can get your money, unless you're somebody who fall below the standard deduction. Okay. Somebody who falls, their income is so little that they don't have to report it. Those are the only people that they give, a free pass to. But a lot of you who don't file, but you're claiming this child tax credit, please believe if you want the rest of your money, you will file at tax time. Now, you don't have to have a job to get the rest of the money. You're going to have to do the same thing you did here with the child tax credit. Okay. So don't think you're just going to get that advance and it's over. You can get the other half, even if you don't work. And a lot of y'all don't know this, but the way that the bill is written, even if you don't work, you will get the child tax credit. So if you don't want to take it now, that's fine. But next year at tax time, if you got a child that's 5 and under, you get $3,600 just for showing up. You can't beat that. Okay. This is like the new food stamps to some of y'all. This is like the new WIC line. Okay. So you can get money even if you don't work. All right. So if you choose to take half of it now, you can. You'll take the other half at tax time. If you don't want it at all and you're a non-filer, you'll get the full 100% at tax time. So I hope I answered that for you, Miss Lady. When does the portal open for your banking information? Not open yet. Woman of power. So you're in Louisiana. So we have to talk, woman of power, because we be, you know, you be on here. I appreciate it, but we can get more into depth. You got to hit me up off of here so we can keep going. PPP forgiveness. I went over that. Please go in your portal to see if a form is there. And if it's not there, please email them and ask them where that form is so that you can get that form so you can, or they can let you go in inside the system and do it. For the EIDL available if your business wasn't profitable before COVID. Well, the only way they're gonna know if your business was or was not profitable is by what you put on your taxes. So if your taxes say you didn't make any money, you won't get any money. But if your taxes say you made money, whether you did or not, because I'm not there, that's what they're going by. SBA, they're going by what your taxes say. Okay, so they don't care what your bank says. They care about what your taxes say. So hopefully you filed something. If you did not, that's gonna be the problem, doll baby. If I fix cars on the side, can I get an SBA 7A loan? I don't got a tax number. Can you help? If you fix cars on the side, Roderick, that is not a business. They consider that to be a hobby. So they don't fund hobbies. Okay. So in order to make your stuff official to be a business, you're going to need to file with the Secretary of State to make your business official. Okay. We can't have these half ASS businesses and think they're going to give us all this money. We got to come correct. So I'm glad you fixed cars on the side. I wish I knew you because I'd probably take my car to you, but I'm going to need you to go to your Secretary of State and get that LLC, okay? Or get that corporation. We got to make it legit in order to get money. And you're going to need the EIN, okay? All right, Gigi, I don't know. What you talking about, okay? Sam, you say where to start from. I don't know. Depending on what y'all talking about, I done started all over the place. Sarat, thank you. Can I still apply for it? You can apply for EIDL, no PPP. Where can I look to find requirements for monies for students? Keisha, we got to talk offline because I'm not clear about that question of what you mean for monies for students. My taxes were stamped and my EIDL is still processing. Can you help? Congratulations, I'm glad. A lot of people can't get their taxes stamped. No, I don't help with that. The only thing that you can do is, did you scan a copy of that stamped tax return so you could send it to your case manager so that they can see that it's stamped to know to pull it up. Also, people have been calling their congressman and senator about that. They're actually, the SBA is going to go through a hearing because so many people are very upset about that. All right. Student loan debt. So y'all say student loan debt. I don't really know what that means, but I'm going to guess that you're asking what to do with student loan debt. So if you are in a school that's closed down, you can get your loans wiped off your credit and wiped out of the system. No sense of paying for loans for a school that's no longer open. So you can do that to get them forgiven. You can sign up for all of these programs to pay them back. If you don't want to, if you don't have the money to pay them, you can go on deferment. Damn, they got like 4 or 5 repayment plans. So they got a lot of stuff that you can do if you have an issue with paying your student loans. Okay. Is EIDL available if your business wasn't? Okay, I answered that one. Tell me more about student loan, buying a house in August. So, and like I said, I have a video on that already. I made it. It's like a 7-8 minute video that gives you, but pretty much the gist is if you're a student, you want to buy a house, you can buy a house because now they're going to take a smaller percentage of your of what they guess your payment is going to be. They're going to, instead of looking at taking 2% of your loans and putting that towards your debt to income ratio, they're going to take 0.5%, which makes a huge difference in the amount that you can qualify for in a house. So if you see the video, it's my last video. The link is there. You can go on my YouTube page. It's under Shamika Saves, just like here, and you can look at that video. All right. Let's say IRS says I owe money from 5 years ago. How can I go about getting forgiveness? There is no forgiveness if you owe money from 5 years ago. I will say this, and then I'm gonna let y'all go because I've been on here way longer than I thought. A lot of people are getting letters saying that they're gonna get their IRS is gonna be levying some debt. They're gonna be trying to take y'all stuff, go into your bank account to take your money. They're gonna try to put liens on your stuff. So if you owe them for 5 years ago, there is no forgiveness. What you can do is you can ask for a hardship. You can do a offering compromise, or you can do installment payments. Jason, I don't know how much you owe. We would have to see, but those are your 3 options right now to getting out of that. Other than that, you're going to be stuck with that, but please make arrangements. If you don't know how, same thing for you. My link is right on. You can hit me up, my contact information right on YouTube. Let's talk about it, but you cannot get it forgiven. All you can do is get it worked out. Now, if you're on a fixed income, that might be different. But if you got a job, they're not going to forgive it. Okay. I'm just telling you that off the rip. Will IRS update system so we can get direct deposit, not check? Yes, if you go in and do it, but if not, it's going to be a check. Okay. You're welcome, Miss Pam. You're welcome, Miss Meredith. Mr. Meredith. Which credit bureaus do most lenders look at when buying a house? They look at all three: Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. But what they do is they take the middle score, which is your median score. So if you have a 565, 567, 568, they're going to look at the 567 because it's the score that's in the middle, not because it's the second one, but they just take two of them. They just look at all three, and whichever score is the middle, as far as the numbers, how the numbers are, that's the score they're going to go with. So we can't, I can't say which one because it's all going to depend on which score is what. But if you got 3 640s, then it don't matter because they all 640 and you're all good. But if you got scores that's all over the place, 1 590, 1 640, and 1 700, they're going to go with the 590. No, they're going to go with the 640. I think I said that. Yeah, they're going to go with the 640. So whatever the middle score is, that's what they're going to go by. Okay. But you got to see all three to know which one is your middle. Thank you so much. I worked for 2 weeks, but they said they want to see my income. So I sent them a stuff for $323. I know that's crazy, but you know what? You got to send them what you got. If you don't got nothing else, that's all you can send them. Send it to them. Okay. Can you change bank info for child credit? No. Child tax credit now? No, not if the portal is not open. If you file taxes, you will not be able to do it until that portal opens, and that portal is not open yet. Sorry, I'll let y'all know as soon as it is. IRS just take it too damn long. What's the grant again for the women? I, like the letter I, fund, F-U-N-D, women, W-O-M-E-N, ifundwomen.com, all one word. Also, Hello Alice, H-E-L-L-O, Alice, A-L-I-C-E.com. Now, you guys can also go to Kiva, K-I-V-A.com. I believe it's either kiva.com. I always say that every week, kiva.com or kiva.org. But the reason I'm telling you to go there is because if you have a great idea and you want people to give you money to fund your business idea, they do what is called crowd sharing, where you can put your business out to the public, and it's just like the GoFundMe. We give you money to start your business, and if you want to invest and make a couple of dollars on the side, crowdfunding or angel investing is a way to make a little bit of money while helping somebody out. Now, they pay you back with interest. It's not that much, but you can make a couple extra dollars. So if you want to go to Kiva to either donate, or you want to go to Kiva to get donated to, you could go to either one, and they do give you some money. I actually had someone who had the opportunity to fix up her salon by going to Kiva to get it done. All right. And let me see, last question on here. Anyone going to college, check your Eastern College email. They're giving out COVID-19 money. All right, Miss Nora. Thank you, Miss Nora. I'm going to put that out on Facebook too. So if anybody's watching it from Florida, see if you're getting any more money from Eastern Florida State. And I would say this for any school. Why? Because they probably got some extra money too. I'm telling y'all have to chase these people down to see if they got money for you. But if you got a student that's in school, have them call the financial aid department and see if they're giving out any more COVID funds, okay, or pandemic fund, whatever you want to say. See if they're giving out money. And then last but not least, before I go back to my TikTok, anyone who watched my video on the high school hack. So I got a lot of people who dropped out of school. They want to go back and get their diploma, but they don't want to do the GED. I put up a video. I have a hack. You can actually go to this school. They send you the papers to your house. You answer the questions. That means you could do it open book because ain't nobody going to be there to watch you do it. And you turn in an essay. But what I like about this school is you can actually take this degree, or this high school diploma, and you can go and use it at different colleges, like in Miami or Indian River State Community College. So you can use this little diploma. It's not a GED. It's one of those at-home high school programs, but they actually are now starting to accept it more and more in different community colleges. You can use it at a community college and stay at that community college for a semester or two, or stay there for 2 years and then graduate and then go transfer it to a regular university. And nobody knows that you did not graduate high school like everybody else. Okay. So if you want information on that, I'm not going to put it down here. It's going to be too much, but I will let you guys know about it. You can inbox me. I'll send you the school information, or I'll just send my YouTube video, and the link is all there. Okay. So let me go here on TikTok, see if I got any more questions before I let you guys go. Is it emergency aid for college students? It may be emergency aid or it may be COVID aid. Thank you, Miss Nora, for putting that out. I really appreciate that. I am going to put that on my Facebook, okay? Let's see. What's the difference between the two EIDL on the SBA website? There is one EIDL. There's one EIDL, and then there's the military EIDL, and then there's the standard 7A loan. So there aren't two. Now, if you're talking about different types of loan programs, but the two that I think you're talking about is the 10,000 and the 5,000, but those are grants. And one is a targeted, that's for low income who live in a targeted area based off of their zip code. And then the $5,000 supplemental, they just give you that if you also answer those questions correctly too. I haven't seen too many people get both. You can, but I just haven't had anybody report back to me that they got the 10 and the 5. So unless you're talking about something else, and I have not seen SBA come out with anything else in the last day, then I named them all. The people on welfare collect the tax credit? Absolutely. Welfare, non-welfare, anybody can get the child tax credit as long as they have kids, don't file taxes or do file taxes. They can actually get it. I'm telling y'all, they're giving out money. Y'all just got to know how to get it. What kind of assistance for disability people? That just depends. Y'all be asking these general questions, but I don't know what state y'all live in here. I got to get a little bit more information than that. That's why I always put that link in the bio, because I can help you better if I know all your details versus y'all just asking some of these questions. But as far as for disability people, the most thing you're going to be able to get is just your regular state and government benefits that they give to you. Also, if you're low income, please don't forget about the $50 internet, okay? I done seen AT&T is now doing it. You can go to fcc.gov, and it's a broadband program, and you can look up your internet company, or you can put your zip code in, and it will tell you who you can get who you can get the internet service with that will be lowered, and lower it down to like $50, okay, to save y'all some money, okay? And how to get the $5,000. Miss Nora, they have to be invited to get the $5,000 grant, just like they got invited to do the $10,000 grant. It's all through SBA. Vonda says, I have 4 kids. Will they pay for all 4 on child tax credit? Yes, if you have more than 3 kids, for the child tax credit, it's unlimited. But I need y'all to understand, if you have 4 kids, and this talking to you, Vonda, if you have 4 kids and you want to get 4 child tax credit checks for them, that's fine. But at tax time, you only going to get 3 earned income tax credits, because earned income tax is the max that the IRS will pay for is 3. Child tax credit, unlimited. Now this year you could get away with probably doing all 4, so you can get, because the child tax credit might be more money, and that depends on the age of your children. Again, I will have to know the age of your children to be able to tell you which one I think will be more money for you. But just know that even if you claim all your kids with child tax credit, you can only do 3 at tax time for the earned income credit. All right. So, okay. So I ain't going to keep y'all. Y'all know I stay way longer than I wanted to. It's almost 8:30. So just to run this back, Disney World and Universal tickets discounts. Yes, you can go. Well, they have military. Look up Waves of Honor, or you can type in for Disney World. What did I usually do? For Disney World, I would do Shades of Green. Okay, so if you're military, you want to get some discounted tickets, look up Shades of Green. That's the military resort. A lot of times they sell you the resort and the tickets for a cheap price. Or if not, you need to get up with somebody who lives on the military base and let them go on the base and get you the tickets for a discounted rate. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna let y'all go. Thank y'all for tuning in. This was way longer than I anticipated. Again, I'm gonna continue to make videos. As soon as anything changes and becomes live, y'all know I just enjoy doing that. And I hope y'all enjoy that I do it for y'all. Again, click the link in the bio. I will see you guys on YouTube and Facebook on Mondays. And then my TikTok family, I'll try to log in with y'all Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, because so much changed during the week. Okay. So if y'all not following me on TikTok, you should. If not, go on YouTube so I can see the videos. And I guess that's it. So I'm gonna let y'all go. But anybody else who got questions, please hit the link in the bio, because your girl can't stay on here all day and all night with y'all. I love y'all, but I got to go sometime too. So again, Shamika's leaving, and y'all have a great Monday. And if not, hit me up so I can answer the rest of y'all questions if I didn't get to y'all today. All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye. And thank you again, Miss Nora, and everybody for their input. I appreciate it. See y'all next time. Bye.